know it was. Start the evening with a couple of musical stories to get you in the mood. Old man Rosenthal lay sick in bed. Some good doctor came around and said, he heard the old man say, I've got something to tell him before I pass away. Soon his son was sitting by his bed. What's the matter, Papa dear? He said. The old man said, my son, before my days are done, I want you to know. Cohen owes me $97, and it's up to you to see that Cohen pays. I sold a lot of goods to Rosenstein and Sons on an IOU for 90 days. Levi Brothers don't get any credit. They owe me for 100 yards of lace. If you promise me, my son, to collect from everyone, I can die with a smile upon my face. Old man Rosenthal is better now. He just really couldn't die somehow. He is healthy and very wealthy since he got out of bed. Such a change you never saw. He's got such rosy cheeks. He picks up in just 1 week what should take weeks and weeks. Everyone who knew that he was sick couldn't tell why he got well so quick. They went and asked him to explain how he pulled through. Rosenthal replied, Cohen owed me $97, and my son went out and made per Cohen pay. A bill was owed to me by Rosenstein and Sons, and they settled on that very day. What would my son do with all that money? If I should leave it all and say goodbye, it's all right to pass away. But when people start to pay, that's no time for a businessman to die. I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along. And there I stood, and I hollered, someone fade me. But the passengers, they knew right from wrong. For the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under with a soul so heavy you'll never float. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, a great big wave came and washed me overboard. And as I sank, and I hollered, someone, save me. That's the moment I woke up, thank the Lord. And I said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. and the devil will drag you under by the sharp lapels of his checkered coat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. That song was from the musical Guys and Dolls, which I'm sure many of you know, originated by Bernard Cutzen, popularly known as Stubby K. And why does that matter? Stubby K is actually Rabbi Enid's cousin, once removed. Now that brings us back to Rabbi Enid. From the time young Enid was 12, she was very interested in Judaism, and she knew she wanted to become a rabbi. But her parents told her that only men could become rabbis, that women could not even attend rabbinical school. But Enid didn't let that situation bring her down. She devoted herself to her music, and it became a vital part of her life. Enid became proficient at playing the viola and the violin. She was featured in the school orchestra and learned to play many of the great composers, including my favorites, the Russians. There's Malachevsky, Rubinstein, Arensky, and Tchaikovsky. Sopelnikov, Dmitriev, Cherepnin, Krajjanowski, Godowsky, Artebuchev, Moniuszko, Akimenko, Solofiev, Prokofiev, Tiomkin, Kordeschenko. There's Klinka, Winkler, Bordiansky, Rabakov, Ilinsky. There's Metner, Balakirov, Zolotarev, and Foshinsky, and Sokolov, and Kopolov, Dukelsky, and Klinovsky, and Shostakovich, Borodin, Gliad, and Novakovsky, Stravinsky, Rimsky, Korsakov, Mazorsky, and Grachaninov, and Glauzanov, and Caesar Kuika, Linakov, Rachmaninoff, Stravinsky, and Grachaninov, Rimshinsky, and Rachmaninoff. I really have to stop. The subject has been dwelt upon enough. Stravinsky, Grachaninov, Kovachinsky, Rachmaninoff. I really have to stop because you all have undergone enough. That was an old song that Danny Kaye made famous, actually. Time marches on. 10 years later. High o'er the towering pines our voices swell, praising those Gothic spires we love so well. Here sons and daughters stand, faithful and true. Hail thee, our alma mater, FSU. I see you remember that. For those of you who don't know, that is the Florida State University alma mater. This is the school where Enid and Harry first met. Harry attended an orchestra concert there and saw Enid walking across the stage. And he thought, it's love, it's love, it's love. Then he said to himself, I'm going to marry that girl someday. It's love, it's love. Well, who would have thought it? If this is love, then why have I fought it? What a way to feel I could touch the sky. What a way to feel I'm a different guy. It's love at last. I've someone to cheer for. It's love at last. I know what we're here for. I've heard it said, you know it when you see it. Well, I see it, I feel it, I know it is real. It's real now. I know it. It's love. As we all know, Enid and Harry did get married and started a family. But Enid's long journey to the rabbinate lay ahead. Always keeping in touch with her Judaism through music and through teaching, Enid still had that ultimate goal in mind, to become a rabbi, never really believing that it was an impossibility. There's not a morning I begin without 1,000 questions running through my mind, that I don't try to find the reason and the logic in the world that God designed. The reason why a bird was given wings, if not to fly and praise the sky with every song it sings. What's right or wrong, where I belong within the scheme of things. And why have eyes that see and arms that reach unless you're meant to know there's something more? If not to hunger for the meaning of it all, then tell me what a soul is for. Why have the wings unless you're meant to fly? And tell me, please, why have a mind if not to question why? And tell me where is it written what it is I'm meant to be, that I can't dare to have the chance to pick the fruit of every tree, or have my share of every sweet imagined possibility? Just tell me where. Tell me where. If I were only meant to tend the nest, then why does my imagination sail across the mountains and the seas, beyond the make-believe of any fairy tale? Why have the thirst, if not to drink the wine? And what a waste to have a taste of things that can't be mine. And tell me where is it written what it is I'm meant to be, that I can't dare to see the meanings in the mornings that I see, or have my share of every sweet imagined possibility? Just tell me where it is written. Tell me where, or if it's written anywhere. As fate would have it, as if by divine intervention, the road led Enid to Beth Israel, the West Temple, which provided her with the spiritual foundation that ultimately led her to the rabbinate. Her lifelong dream, her sweet, imagined possibility, had become a reality. Beth Israel, the West Temple, welcomed Enid later home as its rabbi. Eli, Eli, shelo yigamer leolam, hachol v'hayam, rishru shel hamayim, barak hashamayim, tfilat adam, hakol v'hayam, rishru shel hamayim, barak hashamayim, tfilat adam. And now, dear Rabbi, our wish for you. May you live to see your world fulfilled. May your destiny be for worlds still to come. May you trust in generations past and yet to be. May you live to see your world fulfilled. May your eyes shine with the light of holy words, and your face reflect the brightness of the heavens. May your lips ever speak wisdom, your fulfillment be in justice, even as you ever learn to listen to the words of the holy ancient one of old. May you live to see your world fulfilled. May your destiny be for worlds still to come. May you trust in generations past and yet to be. May you live to see your world. May you live to see your world. May you live to see your world fulfilled. And to you, Rabbi Enid, to life, l'chaim. My pleasure. Thank you. It's all about her, you know that. You could just as well be clapping for Rabbi right now. But thank you. My honor. That's exactly the tone of voice she used, too. Let's talk about Sarah, too.